Dharnidharan, okay. Dharnidharan, you are in 8th standard, am I correct? Okay, so we will slowly start the session. Okay, maybe we will just wait for 1 more minute. By the time, let me just introduce myself. Okay, I think many of you are new here. Okay, so maybe some
Good
of you might
evening, miss.
have attended a few sessions. Yeah, good evening,
Good
Mahendra
evening,
Kumar.
miss.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. So
Good
actually, I
evening,
thought
ma'am.
of introducing myself a few sessions back itself, but I thought maybe you will be knowing about me. So I'm Annapurni and I'm from Calicut district in Kerala. Okay, and I started working with Igniting Young Minds 2 years back, and it's been 2 years since I'm a part of Igniting Young Minds. Okay, and currently I'm handling spoken English classes for students of Kerala, students of Tamil Nadu, and for tribal students of Erumad. There is a place called Erumad near Gudalur, that is which comes in between Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Erumad is like a place that comes in the border of Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So I have been training those students also for the last 1 year. Actually, it comes near Wayanad. Okay, I hope you know the place Wayanad, right? It's a district in Kerala. So the Erumad comes after Wayanad. So it will be in between Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So I have been training those tribal students also. And yes, yesterday we started NMMS classes for Kerala students. And I am handling basic science, social science, and mathematics for them. Okay. Yes, students. So I just want to know some of your names. Okay. So the Kala Vijay is Dharnidharan. Who is Arun Kumar? Arun Kumar, may I know your name? Okay. Gopi Danshi. Yeah, Arun
Arun
Kumar.
Kumar தான் மேம்
Arun Kumar.
Arun
Okay.
Kumar
Where are you from?
மேடம் நான் ஃப்ரம் கோயம்புத்தூர் மேம்
Coimbatore. Okay. Are you a student or working?
no I'm working
Oh, you are working.
I'm
Okay.
working
Where
in
are
an
you?
MNC ma'am
Okay.
I am a medical representative ma'am
Medical
I'm currently
representative.
I'm in travel ma'am yes, ma'am. Currently I'm in travel ma'am so only I can't able to speak I will listen ma'am
Okay. Okay. No problem. No problem, Arun Kumar.
thank you
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
thank
Thank you.
you
Yeah. Yes, Gopi Danshi. Gopi, what's your name?
Gopika, ma'am.
Yeah, Gopika. Okay. So Gopika, Dharnidharan, Mahendra Kumar, Arun Kumar, then Kaveri Satish. Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Kavishri.
Kavishri, where are you from?
Palavanatham.
Palavanatham, in which district?
Virudhunagar.
Okay, okay, fine. You are studying in which class?
8th standard.
8th standard, okay. And your name? Sorry, I forgot your name.
Kavishri.
Kavishri. Okay, Kavishri. Thank you. Okay, so 8th standard, there are two students now. Okay. What about you, Gopika? You are in which class?
8th standard, ma'am.
You are also in 8th standard. Okay. So are you all attending the NMMS classes?
Yes, ma'am.
No? Okay. So our IYM is also conducting NMMS classes on all weekends, on Saturdays and Sundays at 10 o'clock. We have NMMS class. So that is the reason we transferred this class to 8 p.m. on Saturdays. So initially our classes were on Sundays. Okay, till last month our classes were on Sundays at 10 o'clock. But for you to attend the NMMS classes only, we changed our schedule to Saturday at 8 p.m. Okay. And Purna Senthil, what was your name?
Ma'am, my name is Purnasri.
Purnasri. Okay, yeah, Purnasri and Mariam Aisha. Mariam, may I know your name? Is it Mariam only?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in which class you're studying?
8th standard.
Okay. Okay, then Purushottam and Soundarya and Vanita Shaktivel, I forgot your name.
Kirutilaya, ma'am.
Kritilaya. Okay, fine. All right, students. So once again, good evening all. So we can start the session. In the last class, we started nouns. I hope you remember the lessons that we learned in the previous class session. Okay, so we discussed what are nouns first. So just let's go through a recap. Okay, so a name of a person, place, thing, animal, bird, emotion, or quality is called a noun. And a noun can come anywhere in a sentence. And when they come in the beginning of a sentence, they are called subjects. And when they come towards the end of a sentence, then they are called objects. So nouns are called subjects and objects based on their positions. Okay, so those are called subject nouns when they come in the place of subjects, and they are called object nouns when they fall in the place of objects. And there is one particular type of noun called proper nouns, which is one of the first five noun types. It will always begin with capital letters. So there are seven types of nouns, but we have reduced it into five types. Okay. So including countable and uncountable nouns, we can say that there are seven types of nouns, but we have comprised it into five types so that it would be easy for you to study and understand. Okay. So out of the five types of nouns, the first one, which is very easy to memorize, is proper nouns. And proper nouns will always begin with capital letters. The reason is a proper noun is the name of a specific person or a specific place or a specific company or a specific brand, etc. For example, myself, Annapurni. Annapurni is a proper noun because it is the name of a specific person. Similarly, I'm from Kerala. So, Kerala is the name of a specific place, be it a state or a district or country, whatever it may be. India. India is the proper noun because it is the name of the specific country. All right. And let me tell about my laptop. Okay. My laptop is Lenovo. So, Lenovo is again a proper noun because it is the name of a particular brand. Okay, similarly, any specific name given to a specific person or a place or a thing are called proper nouns. All right.
Okay, ma'am.
And yeah, so this is what we discussed in the last class. And then moving forward, nouns are also called naming words. Okay, because why we call them naming words is because whatever you see around can be named. So you see a lot of things around you. So you can name each thing that you are looking at, right? You, for example, if you turn around, if you look around, you see a lot of things. At minimum, you will see 10 to 15 things on a minimum basis. So if you are able to name them, then that is a noun. எதுக்கெல்லாம் ஒரு பேர் கொடுக்க முடியறதோ அது எல்லாமே nouns தான். So that is the reason nouns are called naming words. All right. Now coming to the five types of nouns, they are proper nouns, common nouns, collective nouns, material nouns,
Material.
and
Abstract.
abstract nouns. Yes. So proper nouns is what I discussed just now. Now moving to common nouns. Okay. Common nouns are the general names given to a specific category of people or a particular type of thing. For example, if we see children wearing school uniform, then we call them students. Or if we see people, or if we see beings wearing sari, either we call them women or we call them ladies. Similarly, if we see a man, I mean, if we see a person wearing a t-shirt and pants, then that is a man. Okay. If it is a person in the younger age, we can call him a boy, or we can call him a man if he's an elder person. Okay. For elderly people, we can call them man. Whereas if it is a younger person, then we can call him boy. So this boy, girl, man, woman, ladies, or the general name that we give for anything. For example, I said my laptop is Lenovo. So Lenovo is the name of a particular brand or a company. So that is a proper noun. But my object or this thing is common, no? Laptop. Laptop is a common noun because there are hundreds of types of laptops available. Right? So laptop அப்படிங்கிறது ஒரு காமன் நவுன். அது குறிப்பிட்ட இந்த கம்பெனியோட இல்லைன்னா இந்த பிராண்டோட லேப்டாப் அப்படிங்கும்போது that becomes a proper noun. Okay, so that is the difference between common nouns and proper nouns. Or let me give you another simple example. Book. Book is a common noun. But if you want to name a specific book, that name of that particular book will be a proper noun. For example, book is a common noun. Harry Potter is a proper noun because Harry Potter is the name of a specific book. Similarly, film or movie, it is a common noun. So there are thousands of films. If you name one particular film, For example, one recently released movie is Thug Life, right? So Thug Life is the name of one particular movie. So that is a proper noun. Or let me give you some other examples for any other movies. For example, like Bahubali. Bahubali is the name of one particular movie, so that is a proper noun. But movie abdina, that is a common noun. Okay. So this is how proper nouns and common nouns can be differentiated. Now coming to the third type, collective nouns. Collective nouns are the names given to a similar group of people or a similar group of things or similar group of places that forms a community or a unit. ஒரே மாதிரி இருக்கிற people எல்லாம் ஒரு group. இல்ல ஒரே மாதிரி இருக்கிற things எல்லாம் ஒரு group. இல்ல ஒரே மாதிரி இருக்கிற places எல்லாம் ஒரு group. Okay, so this is what we call either they form a community or a unit. So we call them collective nouns. Okay, for example, mob, district, state, nation, police, government, etc. So mob means a group of people or the public. Then district is it's a group of lot of localities. State is a group of districts. A nation is a group of states. Then police is a group of police officials or a group of people who serve to protect our country, right? Similarly, we can say army. Army means it is a group of soldiers. So army is also a collective noun. Government is a group of MLAs and MPs. Okay, so this is how collective nouns are understood because we categorize similar group of people or places or things under one particular unit. Okay, now moving to the fourth type, material nouns. So I think in the last class we stopped with material nouns. So material nouns are nothing but the names of materials or substances used for making things. Okay, they are names of materials or substances used for making things. And from this we can also derive another conclusion that material nouns are always uncountable nouns. Because material அப்படிங்கும்போது it is something using which we can make something. Okay, so materials will be basically, for example, copper, iron, gold, silver. Metals can be materials. Similarly, synthetic, silk, cotton, etc. All these are materials. So material is something that cannot be counted. So eventually they come under the category of uncountable nouns. So remember that while most common nouns are countable nouns, material nouns are always uncountable nouns. So for example, like water, iron, steel, sugar, wood, air, etc. These are the examples for material or uncountable nouns. So material nouns அப்படினாலும் uncountable nouns அப்படினாலும் they are the same. Whereas common nouns அப்படினாலும் countable nouns அப்படினாலும் they are also the same. Are all common nouns countable nouns? Let me ask you a question. Are all common nouns countable nouns? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Any other answers? எல்லா countable nounsம் common nouns-ஆ? இல்ல நான் திருப்பியும் கேக்குறேன். எல்லா common nounsம் countable nouns-ஆ?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, of course, all the common nouns are countable nouns. See, as I told you, material nouns means we are classifying some specific things under materials. Material nouns அப்படிங்கும்போது we know that water, for example, it is of course a substance, but still we consider it as uncountable only. We cannot count it. So that is considered as a material noun. Similarly, iron is a metal, or maybe we can call it a material using which a lot of substances are made. Furniture can be made, or we can say that using iron, utensils are manufactured. So that is a material. A metal is eventually a material only. Yes, Fauzia, is there any issue with your phone? You are raising your hands. Do you have any questions? All right. So now coming back, steel is again okay. So okay, fine. So steel is again a material. Sugar is not a material, but still we cannot count it. Okay, so what we can finally derive, இதுலேருந்து we can understand one thing. All common nouns are countable nouns, or vice versa, we can tell all countable nouns are common nouns. Most of the things that we see around us are countable nouns only. For example, if you look at 100 things around you, maybe I can tell almost 90% of the things that you're looking are countable only, no? For example, now I'm sitting in my working room and I see a lot of things. All these can be counted, but I cannot count the air that is around me. I cannot count the air, or I cannot count this water, okay? But I can count this mouse. I can count my earpod, or I can count my mobile phone, okay? So most of the substances that I find around me are countable only. Okay, so maybe 10% can be given to uncountable nouns. So all the common nouns are countable nouns or vice versa. Vice versa means திருப்பியும் சொல்லலாம். All countable nouns are common nouns அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாம். But coming to material nouns, all the material nouns are uncountable nouns. Okay, all material nouns are uncountable nouns, but not all uncountable nouns are material nouns. Please keep that in mind. The reason I'm telling is sugar is not a material. It's an edible substance. It's a food. It's an edible substance that is used in cooking. Similarly, salt. It is a material. I'm sorry. It's an uncountable noun, but it's not a material. We cannot manufacture anything using sugar or salt. It's not like metals. Similarly, air. Air is not a material. It is a medium through which you are breathing. Okay, so all material nouns can be considered uncountable, but all uncountable nouns cannot be called material nouns. All right. So this is the difference between common nouns and material nouns. At the same time, you are also learning the difference between countable nouns and uncountable nouns. See, இவ்வளோ easier you just understand. Countable nouns na count பண்ண முடியாத things. Uncountable nouns na count பண்ண முடியாத things. You know that difference very well. Now coming to this common and material, எல்லா countable nounsம் common nouns ஆ தான் இருக்கும். ஓகே, எல்லா கவுண்டபிள் நவுன்ஸும் காமனா இருக்கும், இல்ல எல்லா காமனும் கவுண்டபிளா இருக்கும், எப்படி வேணாலும் புரிஞ்சுக்கலாம். பட் இந்த மெட்டீரியல் நவுன்ஸ் அப்படிங்கிறது இட் இஸ் நாட் கம்ப்ளீட்லி as we understand uncountable nouns. Like we cannot say that all uncountable nouns are material சொல்ல முடியாது. ஆனா எல்லா மெட்டீரியலும் uncountable கேட்டகரியில வரும். I hope you understood now. Okay, so we completed the first four types, and this activity was done in the last class, finding out the proper and common nouns. Okay, so finally we have come to, yeah, this is the list of countable and uncountable nouns for your reference. Okay, so you can see countable nouns will always have two forms, either singular or plural. So they can have either a singular form or plural form, whereas uncountable nouns cannot take two roles. They will always be singular. The reason is we consider them as a single entity or a single body. Okay, so we cannot count them. Since we can't count them, it is always considered to be a single body. So water, milk, oil, rice, salt, sugar, metals, wood. Okay, the list can still continue. Okay, so now finally we have come to the last type of noun, that is abstract nouns. Abstract nouns are the names of qualities, emotions, ideas, actions, feelings, or conditions. So, what is meant by a quality? We come across a lot of human beings with diverse qualities. For example, some people will have only good qualities, whereas there is another section of people who will have both good as well as bad qualities. I'm not telling that everyone will have only, like, people should have only good qualities, not like that. But some people will have both good and bad qualities equally. Some of them will have, out of 10 qualities, maybe we can tell 9 out of 10 would be positive and 1 would be negative. So no human being is perfect, right? So everyone will have at least one bad quality. I'm not denying that. So these are qualities, no matter whether it is good or bad. So qualities are like, for example, let me give a quality. Okay, loyalty. Loyalty is a quality which I believe that I have. Loyalty means to stay truthful, to stay trustworthy. Can you all give me one example for qualities? Soundarya, can you give an example?
Honesty.
Honesty. All right. Honesty is again to be truthful, to be sincere. Honesty is another quality. Yes, Dharnidharan, can you give?
Ma'am.
Yeah, can you give a quality? Can you give the name? Can you name me a quality? We all have a lot of qualities, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Just name one quality. Integrity, all right. Integrity is a good quality, especially when it comes to teamwork. Integrity is necessary, right? Yeah, that's good. Yes, நிறைய qualities இருக்கு. உங்களோட ஒரு quality சொல்லுங்க, தரணிதரன். You are a good student, I
Ma'am,
know about you.
hilarious.
Yes, Fauzia, I didn't get you.
Hilarious, ma'am.
Hilarious. Okay, so who is hilarious in your house? What is meant by hilarious?
Fully joyful, ma'am. Like
Fully
me.
joyful. You're fully joyful. Hilarious is it also means that someone who always who keeps on cracking jokes. Such people are also called hilarious people. Okay, like they will be having a hobby. Like it will be their habit to always crack jokes whenever they see their friends or relatives or their well-wishers. Okay, hilarious. Okay, hilarious is a quality, but maybe we can tell that hilariousness as an abstract noun. Okay. To be hilarious means hilarious will be an adjective. Hilariousness அப்படிங்கிறது will be an abstract. Hilariousness will be an abstract noun. Hilarious அப்படிங்கும்போது ஒரு adjective மாறும். Okay. Mostly we get this abstract nouns from adjectives, verbs, and common nouns only. We will study that in the next slide. Okay. Yes, I just want some more qualities from you all. Akshaya, can you give a quality? See, there are lots of qualities, no? Even if it is
Yes,
a
ma'am.
bad quality, that's fine. Yes, Akshaya.
Ma'am, respectful.
Respectful. Okay, very good. That is a good quality. Wise. Okay. So, wise is actually an adjective. From wise, we get the noun wisdom. Okay. So, wisdom will be a perfect abstract noun. Okay, wisdom. Then, who is there? Okay, sovereignty. Okay. Kritileya, can you try?
Integrity, ma'am.
Integrity, okay. It was already given by one person. Anything? Any other example?
Creativity.
Creativity. Okay, fine. Creativity is again another quality. So coming back, yes. So different types of qualities like loyalty, honesty, wisdom, intelligence, courage, yes, etc. There are lots of qualities that human beings possess. Okay. And now coming to emotions. We all come across a lot of emotions in our lives. Okay. So I will not give any examples. You just come forward with your examples. We all come across a lot of emotions. Okay. Happiness. Happiness is an emotion. Sadness is an emotion. Okay. When we are calling it as a noun, we have to add that ness. Okay. We are just adding that frustration. Okay. Frustrated means it is a verb. For example, he became frustrated means frustrated becomes a verb. Frustration is an abstract noun. Anger. Okay. Motherhood is not an emotion. It is a concept. Nervousness. Nervousness is okay. It's an emotion. Yes, it's a condition. Maybe we can call it as a condition. Nervousness. Tension, nervousness, both are same. Okay. Okay, coming to motherhood, motherhood is actually an idea or a concept. For example, motherhood, womanhood, penmai, taimai, all these are some concepts. Democracy, just like I have given another example, democracy. Democracy is again a concept. It's an idea. Okay. Then dictatorship or monarchy, all these are different kinds of concepts. Then feelings. Again, feelings and emotions are related. So now let's look at the examples that I have given. Pride. Pride is actually a feeling. Okay, for example, if you feel proud of your parents or if the parents feel proud of their children, so pride is an emotion or a feeling. Love. Love is of course an emotion or a feeling again. Ability. Okay, thirst. Thirst is a feeling. Yes, very good, Arun. Anxiety? Okay, fine. Anxiety is again it's a condition. Anxiety is a condition. Okay. So pride, love, ability. Ability means the capacity to do something. If you are able to do something, then ability is your quality. Hmm. So ability, then honesty. Honesty means again to be truthful. Wisdom, anger. These are qualities. Anger is an emotion. Anger is an emotion. Yes, depression. Depression is a condition. Okay. Cry is an action. Yeah. Okay. That is an action. Okay. To cry. It's a verb. It will not come under nouns. Okay. Anyways, you are trying, no? That's good. Keep trying. Democracy. Annoyed. Annoyed is again a state. Okay. If you annoy someone or if you annoy someone, that person will feel annoyed. That is a verb. So this is similar to disturbance. What is meant by annoying somebody? To keep on disturbing something, disturbing someone. Hmm. Okay. So cruel, cruelty will be an abstract noun. Cruel will be an adjective. Actually, from abstract nouns only we are getting these adjectives. Kindness, very good. Kindness lend we get kind. Disgust. What is meant by disgust? Yes, Kritilaya, can you define disgust? What is disgust? Proud. Yes, very good. Kritilaya, can you hear me? What is meant by disgust? If you tell that something is disgusting, what does it mean?
By looking at something awful, we can feel disgust.
By looking at something awful, for example, okay, sangadam, not sangadam, okay, that is distress. Distress and the sangadam. Like disgusting means, for example, if you look at something that irritates you, or if you look at something that like disturbs your mind, so you can tell it is disgusting. Okay. இப்போ சிலதெல்லாம் like I would like to give an open example. Whenever you switch on the TV, you would have seen that in all the languages. I'm not speaking about one particular language. In almost all the languages, இந்த சாப்பிடுற டைம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா be it lunch time or dinner time, இந்த ad commercials போடுவாங்க இல்லையா? அந்த டைம்ல வந்து கரெக்டா they will play that ad of Harpic or Domex. நிறைய பேர் அதை நோட் பண்ணியிருப்பீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். I I have personally noticed it. But அந்த லஞ்ச் டைம்ல எப்ப பார்த்தோம் அந்த டைம்ல ஜாஸ்தி அவங்க அதை ப்ளே பண்ற மாதிரி ஐ ஃபீல் so. So it is something disgusting, no? To see the washroom during the time of lunch time or dinner time, it is disgusting. So generally அந்த ad வரும்போது நான் என்ன பண்ணுவேன், just I used to switch it. I just used to switch it to another channel. ஆனா அது வந்து கொஞ்சம் டிஸ்கஸ்டிங்கா இருக்கும். சாப்பிடுற டைம்ல இந்த மாதிரி ad பார்க்கும்போது it feels disgusting. அது this is called disgust. Okay, இப்ப நமக்கு வெறுப்பேத்துற மாதிரி இருக்கும். That is called disgusting. Okay, now coming back. So thank you so much for your examples, guys. So wisdom, anger, democracy. Democracy is it's a concept or an idea. Okay. Then motherhood again, it's an idea or a concept. Okay, so all these are examples for abstract nouns. So now you can see that qualities nalo abstract noun, the emotions nalo abstract noun, ideas, feelings, conditions, all these are abstract nouns. So how to categorize them? Okay, so how can we easily study abstract nouns? For this purpose, abstract nouns can be again divided into two. Okay, abstract nouns are divided into two and they are called attributive nouns and verbal nouns. Okay, so let us see what are attributive nouns and what are verbal nouns. So the first one is attributive. Abstract nouns formed from adjectives and common nouns showing characteristics or qualities are called attributive nouns. For example, honest அப்படிங்கிறது ஒரு adjective. அதுலேருந்து கிடைக்கிற noun தான் வந்து honesty அப்படிங்கிறது. ஓகே ஃபார் அது மாதிரி இப்போ ஆங்கர் அப்படிங்கிறது ஒரு abstract noun சொன்னேன். அது எதுலேருந்து வருது? ஆங்கிரி அப்படிங்கிற adjectiveல இருந்து வருது. அது மாதிரி இப்போ டிப்ரெஷன் அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து இப்போ வந்து ஷீ இஸ் டிப்ரெஸ்ட் அப்படிங்கிறது அது ஒரு கண்டிஷன். ஸோ டிப்ரெஷன் அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து இட்ஸ் அ நவுன் தட் யூ ஆர் கெட்டிங் ஃப்ரம் அன் அட்ஜெக்டிவ் அகேன். ஸோ
Hungry.
லாஸ் ஹங்க்ரி இஸ் அன் அட்ஜெக்டிவ் ஃப்ரம் விச் யூ ஆர் கெட்டிங் த அப்ஸ்ட்ரக்ட் நவுன். அப்ப நவுனா மாறும்போது ஹங்கர்னு மாறிடும். ஓகே, ஸோ அப்ஸ்ட்ரக்ட் நவுன்ஸ் ஃபார்ம்ட் ஃப்ரம் adjectives and common nouns are called attributive nouns. ஓகே, அப்ப அட்ஜெக்டிவ்ஸ்ல இருந்து மட்டும் இல்ல காமன் நவுன்ஸ்ல இருந்து கூட நமக்கு அப்ஸ்ட்ரக்ட் நவுன்ஸ் ஃபார்ம் பண்ணலாம். அதுக்கு எக்ஸாம்பிள் தான் வந்து ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் motherhood. Motherhood, you are getting that word from the keyword mother. Womanhood, you are getting it from woman. Neighborhood, you are getting it from neighbor. Okay, freedom. It is actually a concept. It's an idea. Freedom அப்படிங்கிறது it's an idea. You are getting from the word free. Boredom. Boredom அப்படின்னா it's a condition actually. You are getting it from the word bore. Okay, bore is an adjective. So you are getting it from the word bore. It becomes boredom. So here you can see some examples for attributive nouns from adjectives. First one, the adjectives ல இருந்து கிடைக்கிற examples பார்க்கலாம். Kindness derived from kind. Kind அப்படிங்கிறது ஒரு adjective. From that you get kindness. Intelligence derived from intelligent. Intelligent it's an adjective. From that you get intelligence. And the last one is wisdom that you get from wise. Wise is an adjective from which you get wisdom. Okay. Now you can see some examples for attributive nouns from common nouns. Neighborhood. Neighborhood is derived from the noun neighbor. Freedom is derived from the noun free. So actually we may think that free அப்படிங்கிறது ஒரு adjective மாதிரி feel பண்ணலாம். But actually free ஒரு common noun consider பண்றாங்க. From that you are getting freedom. அது மாதிரி neighbor அப்படிங்கிறது ஒரு common noun. இல்லையா? Neighborல இருந்து you get neighborhood. Okay. Some people pronounce neighbor. Some people pronounce neighbor. Both are correct. Okay. One will be depending on a British accent. The other one depends on the American accent. That's it. Okay. It's just like this neither and neither. Right? Neither nor. According to British English, we have to pronounce it as neither nor. But according to American, it is neither nor. Okay, அது மாதிரி தான். Neighbor means it will be the American slang. Neither na it will be the British slang. So it depends on your usage and your comfort. Okay, so both are correct. Now moving to the second type, verbal nouns. You can see this from the name itself. Abstract nouns derived from verbs indicating action, state or condition are called verbal nouns. அதாவது actionsல இருந்து இல்ல conditionsல இருந்து statesல இருந்து கிடைக்கிற abstract nouns தான் நம்ம verbal nouns அப்படிங்கிறோம். And not only for verbal nouns, to create any abstract noun, we use some common suffixes. Suffixes and prefixes are important in grammar, but here we are learning only about suffixes. Can anyone tell me what is the difference between a prefix and a suffix? You can raise your hands and tell. Prefix and suffix. If you have learned this in your school, you can tell it. Have you heard of these words at least? Prefix, suffix, அப்படிங்கிற words at least have you heard it? Okay, yes, Soundarya, can you give an explanation?
Ma'am, prefix are the words that are used in the beginning of a sentence of a word, and suffixes can be used in the end.
Exactly. Okay, so prefixes is a small or a short extension that we add in the beginning of a word, whereas suffix is a small extension that you add towards the end of the word. Okay, for example, ability அப்படிங்கிறதோட opposite inability. From ability, you get inability by adding the prefix in. Okay, similarly, from respectful, you get disrespectful, which is the opposite of respectful. And you are adding dis as a prefix to respectful, so you are getting disrespectful. Okay, so from similarly, stable becomes unstable. So here the prefix is un. Likewise, for forming attributive and verbal nouns, we depend on suffixes, not prefixes, suffixes. Maybe we can depend on prefixes also. For example, if ability is a quality, inability is also a quality, no? See, ability அப்படிங்கிறது ஒரு quality.
Unusual.
Unusual. Very good. Unusual, what is the prefix?
Un.
Very good. Okay. அது வந்து noun கிடையாது, but still you have given a good example. Okay. So you can see that respectful, okay, I will come back to you, Soundarya. Just give me a moment. So you can see that in these words, while forming attributive nouns or verbal nouns, mostly we depend on suffixes, but prefixes can also be sometimes dependent. For example, you can see ability is a positive quality, inability is a negative quality. So negative quality form பண்ணினாலும் that is also an abstract noun only. அப்ப negative quality positive quality we don't have to see. Quality அப்படினாலே it's an abstract noun. Okay, so inability is also an abstract noun. And here you are adding the prefix in. not a suffix. Okay. So here we are depending on prefixes, not on suffixes. But commonly we use suffixes like ness, dum, e, hood, ship, ens, ans, shun, t, etc. They are used as suffixes to create attributive nouns. For example, the word action. Action அப்படிங்கிறது, it is a verbal noun, which is an abstract noun derived from the verb act. The knowledge is a verbal noun derived from the word know. Prevention is a verbal noun derived from the word prevent. And protection is a verbal noun from the word protect. So we can form hundreds of examples for attributive nouns and verbal nouns. So only thing that you should keep in mind is attributive nouns ஆ இருந்தாலும் verbal nouns ஆ இருந்தாலும் ரெண்டுமே என்ன type தான்? Abstract nouns தான். To make it easier, we are just breaking the topic into two different types. We are breaking that particular topic called abstract nouns into two categories. One is attributive and the second one is verbal nouns. All right. Now, these are some examples that I have given. So from king, you get kingdom. From neighbor, you get neighborhood. From sovereign, you get sovereignty. From independent, you get independence. From free, you get freedom. From bold, you get boldness. From trust, you get trusty. Okay. So trust means here, it doesn't mean the quality trust. Okay. Trust has two meanings. One is belief, and the second one is an organization run by a group of people. That is also called a trust. So from trust, we get the word trustee. Okay, each member of that trust will be called a trustee. Trustee member அப்படிம்பாங்க. We don't have to tell trustee member. Already that the meaning of the word itself has the like the idea of a member. So trustee is enough. Okay. Bright, from bright you get brightness. From scholar you get scholarship. From magnificent you get magnificence. From arrogant you get arrogance. Okay, if someone is an arrogant person, okay, if somebody is arrogant, arrogant is an adjective. For example, if I tell he is an arrogant man, arrogant is an adjective. But from that adjective, you are getting an abstract noun, that is arrogance. Okay. So now coming to the right side, you can see from approve, you get approval. On the right side, you can see that all are verbal nouns. From approve, it is approval. From agree, it's agreement. From accept, it's acceptance. From achieve, it is achievement. From arrive, it is arrival. For appear, it is appearance. For abolish, it is abolition. For invade, it is invasion. What is the opposite for arrive? Arrive opposite another?
Depart.
Disarray.
Depart. Disarrival, depart. Okay, so from the word depart, what abstract noun can we form? For arrive, it is arrival. So for depart, we can form the two
Departure.
form departure. Very good. Departure. Yes. So the two words commonly used in railway stations and airports, arrival and departure. Okay. Yes. So depart அப்படிங்கிற verb ல இருந்து you are getting departure. Abstract noun மாறும்போது departure னு மாறும். Okay. So we have three questions here. The last three I have left for you. What do you get from locate?
Location.
Very good.
Location.
Very good. What do you get from survive?
Survival.
Survival.
Survival. And what do you get from treat?
Treaty.
No.
Treatment.
Treatment. Very good. Treatment. Very good. Okay. So this is actually an assignment for you. I will just post it in the group. Okay. Just take it as a homework. This is a mixture of attributive and verbal nouns. ரெண்டுமே attributive verbal கலந்திருக்கு. So just try forming abstract nouns from these words. Some are adjectives, some are common nouns, some are verbs also. But attributive nouns கிடைக்கும், verbal nouns கிடைக்கும். Okay. So now let me just answer the two questions posted in the comment box. Okay. Someone has asked, ma'am, you explain is understood, ma'am. Okay, thank you, Mariam. And Soundarya's question, does respectful is a suffix in respectful? Okay. Respect is the root word. So first you are forming the word respectful using the suffix full. Now the word becomes respectful. Again, you are adding a prefix to respectful. At that time, it becomes disrespectful. So ஒரே root wordக்கு prefix first, suffix first add பண்ணி later you are adding a prefix also. Okay. அப்ப இது வந்து எப்படின்னா respect அப்படிங்கிறது root word இருக்கும்போது you are adding a suffix and it becomes respectful. Now the root word is respectful. இப்போ இது கூட prefix add பண்ணும்போது it becomes a new word. Got it? So some words are like that. They find to be very interesting. Okay. All right. So just complete this homework. You can either take a screenshot or I will send it in the group. Okay. Yes. So now finally we are moving to the last part of this lesson, singular and plural. Okay. Afrit Ahmed, are you there in the WhatsApp group?
Miss?
Are you there in our WhatsApp group?
Yes, miss.
Okay. So I will be posting the homework in the group. Don't worry. Okay.
Okay, miss.
All right. Okay. So now we have come to singular and plural nouns. Okay. So this is actually a very simple topic that we can complete in, say, 20 minutes. Okay. So we know that all common nouns can be classified as singular and plural nouns. Okay. So here I have taken a list of words: man, woman, boy, cry, child, bus, box, and calf. So can somebody read the singular and plural forms for me? Who is interested in reading?
Miss, I am
Okay, after it you read the singular and plural. Okay.
singular man, plural men.
Hmm.
Singular woman, plural woman.
Women.
Singular woman, plural woman.
Women.
Singular
Women. Pluralா படிக்க just ஒரே ஒரு correction. Singularல வந்து woman அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். ஆனா pluralல சொல்லும்போது womenன்னு சொல்லணும். Okay? How do you pronounce it?
women.
Women. Yes. அப்ப woman is singular, women is plural. Okay. Yeah. Continue.
Singular boy, plural boys. Singular cry, plural cries. Singular child, plural children. Singular bus, plural buses. Singular box, plural boxes. Singular calf, plural calves.
Very good. Very good. Thank you. You are
Thank you.
studying in which class?
8th standards.
Okay. Thank you, Afrit. So here you can see that man becomes men, woman becomes women, boy becomes boys, cry becomes cries. You may have a doubt now. இந்த cry அப்படிங்கிறது ஒரு verb இல்லையா? அது எப்படி nounல வந்ததுன்னு. Cry அப்படிங்கிறது it is sometimes a noun, sometimes a verb. There are some words in English which will either be a noun or a verb. It can be nouns in some situations and it can also be verbs in some other places. For example, rain. R-A-I-N அப்படிங்கிறது rain, மழை அப்படிங்கிறது rain is a noun. But I can also take it as a verb. For example, it is raining outside. அப்படின்னா raining. The rain is raining outside. So here raining, it becomes a verb. Similarly, cry அப்படின்னா one meaning, the first meaning as a verb means அழுவது or அழறது அப்படிங்கிறது. அழுகை அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கும் cryன்னு தான் சொல்லுவோம். At that time, we consider it as a noun. Okay, so cry becomes cries, child becomes children, bus becomes buses, box becomes boxes, and calf becomes calves. So you can see that each word is converted to plural in a different method. See, like words like man, woman, and child totally have to undergo a change when they are converted into plural forms. Whereas if it is boy or girl, you just have to add s to change it into plural form. If it is bus or box, you have to add es to change it to plural. And if it is cry, you have to change it to ies. And if it is calf, what you're doing, you have to replace the f using v and then add es for calf, leaf, etc. So for different categories of words, there are different rules while changing them from singular to plural nouns. So that is what we are going to check now. Okay. So the first type of nouns is that a singular noun refers to a singular subject. Plural nouns are nouns that refer to more than one person, place, or thing. So, according to the first category, for the plural form of the nouns which are mentioned here, we just need to add s. So, for most of the nouns that we use in our everyday life, we just have to add s to make it plural. Yeah, can somebody read the list of words here?
Miss,
Shall we give chance to everyone? Hmm? Okay, Akshaya, can you read it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Akshaya.
Bottle, bottles, cups, pencils, desk, desk, stick, stickers, stickers, windows.
Okay, trees. All right, so here you can see that bottle becomes bottles, cup becomes cups, pencil becomes pencils, desk becomes desks, sticker becomes stickers, window becomes windows, and tree becomes trees. So, what you are actually doing here to convert the noun from singularity to plurality?
add S.
We are simply adding s. That's it. We are just adding s to the noun to change it from singular form to plural form. So this is the first category of words. Simply we need to add s. Now moving to the second category. For nouns that end in ch or x or s or double s or sh, we need to add es. അതായത് സി എച്ചില് ഇല്ലെന്ന എസ് എസില് എസ് എച്ചില് എക്സില് എസില് എല്ലാം ഉണ്ടാകുന്ന nouns ആണ്. When we are changing them from singular to plural, we have to add es. Okay, so let me call Purushothaman or Sai. Sai, are you there? Can you read the list?
Watch, watches, matches, catches, boxes, foxes, buses, bosses, passes, mosses, bushes, kisses.
Very good. Thank you, Sai. Okay, so here you can see watch becomes watches. Match becomes matches. You are adding es. Catch becomes catches. Catch is also a word which can be either a noun or a verb according to the situation. Okay. Box becomes boxes, then foxes, buses, bosses. Boss is the superior person in offices where we work. Okay, so boss becomes bosses. Pass, the bus pass or the train pass, whatever pass you are having, it becomes passes. Moss is nothing but we call passy, right? ரொம்ப ஒரே தண்ணி நிறைஞ்சிருந்த பிளேஸ் இப்போ சில பிளேசஸ் எல்லாம் நம்ம ப்ராப்பரா கிளீன் பண்ணலைன்னா கிரீன் கலர்ல இருக்கும் that is called a moss. Moss becomes mosses, bush becomes bushes, and kiss becomes kisses. So this is how the second category of words are formed. Now moving to the third category. For nouns ending in f or fe, change the F to V and then add ES. Okay. Fauzia, can you read the examples? Fauzia, are you there? Please make it fast.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please read.
Wolves, shelves, leaves, hulls,
Hmm.
loaf,
Loaves,
knives, wives, life, life, live,
lives,
lives, live,
lives,
half,
lives. ஒரு time read பண்ணுங்க. Lives.
life,
Ah, half,
half,
halves.
half,
Okay, fine. Thank you. So, wolves. Shelves அந்த pronunciation சேஞ்ச் ஆகுது பாருங்க wolf அப்படிங்கும்போது அந்த fa sound வருது wolf, but when you change it into plural it becomes wolves. Okay, va, it changes to va sound, wolves. Shelves, leaves, loaves. What is the loaf?
A big piece of bread.
It's a big slice of bread. It's called a loaf. So loaves, knives, wives, lives, halves. So wives அப்படிங்கிறது, for example, we can tell Lord Krishna has 10,000 wives. That is what mythology says. Okay, he saved 10,000 women from a demon called, I think, Narakasura. Okay, he saved 10,000 women from the plight or from the threat of Naragasura, and he gave life to these 10,000 women. Okay, so Sri Krishna is considered to have 10,000 wives according to Hindu mythology or Indian mythology. Okay, so next is life, lives, half, halves. Okay, now moving to the fourth category, nouns ending in O. Actually, nouns ending in O does not have a definite rule. You will understand that when you read the examples. Yes, Soundarya, you can read them. Ma.
Ma'am, I can try.
I will give you the next time, the next chance. Okay. Yeah.
Potato, potatoes, tomato, tomatoes, mango, mangoes, cello, cellos, logo, logos.
All right. So for potato, tomato, and mango, you can see I am adding es when writing the plural form. But for cellos and logos, am I adding e? Am I adding es or simply s?
Only
No,
yes,
miss.
ma'am.
Only yes, no? So we can't find a definite
Adding.
rule for words ending in O. And O la சில words வந்து O ல end ஆகிற words வந்து es add பண்ணி plural formக்கு மாறும். சில wordsக்கு வந்து just s மட்டும் add பண்ணினாலே it will get converted into plural form. So that depends on the word, and how we can learn that is through practice. Okay, so once we start reading them in books, we will understand. Once we read stories or the different lessons that you read in your schools, through them you can understand that we need to add es only for certain words. Okay, now moving to the fifth category, nouns ending in y. This is interesting. So for nouns ending in y, we can change them into plural in two ways. Actually, if the letter before y is a vowel, then you just need to add s to form the plural form. Whereas if the letter before y is a consonant, change the y to I and add es. Okay, so Akshaya, you can read the examples.
Yes, ma'am. Boy, boys, toy, toys, cry, cries, baby, babies, lady, ladies, city, cities.
Very good. So here you can see in boy and toy, the alphabet before y is O. Is O a vowel or a consonant?
Vowel.
It's a vowel, yes. No appeal, it's a vowel. Okay, so y க்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு vowel வந்ததுன்னா, to make it plural, just add s. ஆனா y க்கு முன்னாடி வருது ஒரு consonant ஆனா, y changes to I and then add es. Like babies, ladies, cities, etc. Okay, now moving to the next category. Some nouns have a completely different plural form. Okay, they totally have a different plural form. Yeah, who wants to read this list?
Miss,
Hmm.
may I?
Okay, Afrit. Yeah.
Child, children, man, men, woman, women, person, people,
Hmm.
mouse, mice, goose, geese, foot, feet, tooth, teeth.
Very good, very good. Okay, so you can see the form is totally changed. Okay, like woman becomes women, person becomes people. Sometimes persons அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. It is not a mistake, but persons அப்படிங்கறத விட people னு சொன்னா that will be more appropriate. Okay, then mouse, mouse is the female rat. Its plural is mice. Goose is again that lagoon chicken. Okay, that chicken is actually called goose, and plural is geese. Food becomes
Miss,
feet.
goose is called duck.
Actually, that is similar to chicken, they say. Okay. Even I was thinking like that. But if you just Google, no, goose means it is similar to that of a chicken. Okay. So next is food feet and tooth teeth. Okay. So now moving to the next category. This is the last category. A few nouns have the same singular and plural forms. Few nouns will have the same singular form and plural form. சில வேர்ட்ஸுக்கு வந்து singular form same இருக்கும், pluralum same இருக்கும். Yeah. Fauzia, you can read the examples.
Miss, goose is larger than a duck and smaller than chicken.
அதுதான் சொன்னேன். So there is a similarity between goose and duck. That is true. Anna, it is also it has a resemblance with chicken also. Thank you, Da. Thanks for the information. Okay. Yes, Fauzia, please read the examples.
Deer, deer, sheep, sheep, fish, fish, news, news, fees, fees, police, police, series, series, special, special, government, government.
Okay. Actually, the last before one is not special. It is species. Species na வந்து வம்சம் அப்படிம்பாங்க இல்லையா வம்சம் அது ஓகே ஸோ டியர்
It's a
டியர் தான்
variant.
வேரியண்ட் எஸ் ஸோ டியர் டியர் தான் ஷீப் ஷீப் தான் ஃபிஷ் தான் பட் ஃபிஷ்ஷோட இதுல நான் ஐ போஸ்டட் ஒன் மெசேஜ் நியர்லி 2 weeks பேக் ஐ டோன்ட் நோ ஹவு மெனி ஆஃப் யூ வுட் ஹவ் சீன் தட் மெசேஜ் சில பிளேசஸ்ல வந்து ஃபிஷ்ஷஸ் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம் நம்ம ஆக்சுவலி அது எப்போ அப்படி வரும் ஐ வில் போஸ்ட் தட் ரீபோஸ்ட் தட் மெசேஜ் டுடே யூ ஜஸ்ட் ரீட் இட் ஓகே அதாவது ஒரே டைப் ஆஃப் ஃபிஷ்ஷுகள் நிறைய இருக்கு அப்படின்னா ஃபிஷ்ன்னு தான் சொல்லுவோம் ப்ளூரல் ஆனா கூட ஆனா டிஃப்ரெண்ட் டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஃபிஷ் இருக்கு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன் கோல்டு ஃபிஷ் ஸ்டார் ஃபிஷ் பிளாக் ஃபிஷ் அந்த மாதிரி தென் யூ கேன் சே தெர் ஆர் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஃபிஷ்ஷஸ் இன் த அக்வேரியம் காட் இட் ஒரே டைப்ல இருக்கிறதே ஒரு 20 ஃபிஷ் இருந்ததுன்னா 20 ஃபிஷ்னு தான் சொல்ல முடியும் நான் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் வேரியன்ஸ்ல இல்லைன்னா டிஃப்ரெண்ட் வெரைட்டிஸ்ல வருது அப்படிங்கும் போது யூ கேன் சே ஃபிஷ்ஷஸ் காட் இட் தென் நியூஸ் இஸ் ஆல்வேஸ் நியூஸ் நியூஸஸ்னா சிலவங்க சொல்லுவாங்க ரொம்ப சங்கடமா இருக்கும் ஃபீ ஃபீஸ் அப்படிங்கலாம் ஃபீஸ் ஃபீஸ் போலீஸ் போலீஸ் சீரீஸ் சீரீஸ்
Miss,
கவர்மெண்ட் கவர்மெண்ட்
group of fishes are called also school.
group of fish is called a school. Yes, very good. So that comes under what noun? A school of fish அப்படின்னா அது எந்த நவுன்ல வரும் காமன் நவுனா ப்ராப்பர் நவுனா கலெக்டிவ் நவுனா மெட்டீரியலா அப்ஸ்ட்ராக்டா
Collective noun.
வெரி குட் a school of fish collective noun good 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 okay now moving forward லாஸ்ட் ஒரு டைப் ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு செக்ஷன் தான் அந்த நவுன்ஸ்ல பொசசிவ் நவுன்ஸ் அப்படின்னு ஓகே ஸோ பொசசிவ் நவுன்ஸ் இஸ் ஆக்சுவலி ஈஸி இஃப் ஐ கேன் டேக் 5 more minutes we can just complete this section today so that the entire chapter gets over okay so singular and plural அதோட முடிஞ்சது coming to possession or possession means to show that you possess something or you hold something in your hands or you already have something with you. Okay, for example, I possess a bike, means you have a bike. I possess a big house, means you have a big house. Okay, so possession means something belongs to you or you have something with you. When it comes to possessive nouns, we can write them in 4 different ways. So, generally, possessive nouns are used to indicate an ownership. And the first type is possessive nouns are usually formed by adding an apostrophe and s. For example, John's book, Kerry's car, grandma's mirror, etc. So what you're doing here, simply you are adding apostrophe with the noun and one s. Now coming to the second category, when a noun is plural and it ends in s. Okay, noun should be plural and if it ends in s, what happens? You just need to add one apostrophe alone. No need to again write s. For example, the kids' toys, my parents' house, the teacher's launch, etc. So kids is already plural. So S is there. Parents, teachers, all are plural. So already there is an S. So you just have to add one apostrophe alone. The kids' toys அப்படின்னா குழந்தைங்களோட toys. My parents' houseனா எங்க அம்மா அப்பாவோட வீடு. The teacher's loungeங்கும் போது teachersோட corridor or like walking space. Okay. Now moving to the third category. If two people own one thing, okay, then add an apostrophe and s only to the second person. If two people own the same thing, just add an apostrophe and s to the second person only. Yeah, can somebody read the 4 examples I have given?
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, Soundarya.
If two people own one thing, add an apostrophe and yes to the second person only. John and Mary's house, Anton and Aaron's house, school, David and Sarah's wedding, Tom and Tony's house. If
Okay.
two people own different things, add apostrophe and yes for each person. Susan's and Surat's book, Ben's and Jim's offices.
Thank you, Soundarya. So here you can see John and Mary's house. It means that both John and Mary live in the same house. ரெண்டு பேரோட வீடு same தான். That is why I'm adding apostrophe to the second person. Anton and Aaron's school. So both of them go to the same school. That is why I'm adding apostrophe S to the second person, that is Aaron. David and Sarah's wedding. It is the same wedding for both. Tom and Tony's house. Both of them live in the same house. Again, so that's why I'm just adding apostrophe S with the second person. Now the last category is if two people own two different things, then what we have to do? We don't have any other way rather than adding apostrophe and S for each person. ஒவ்வொருத்தர் கூடயும் apostrophe S போடுறது. For example, Susan's and Suraj's books. It means both Surajோட புக்கும் சூசனோட புக்கும் ரெண்டும் different. Ben's and Jim's offices. இப்போ பென்னோட ஆஃபீஸ் வேற ஜிம்மோட ஆஃபீஸ் வேற. இதே இது சேம் ஆஃபீஸா இருந்திருந்தா பென் அண்ட் ஜிம்ஸ் ஆஃபீஸஸ்னு மட்டும் எழுதினா போதும். ஓகே, அதுதான் சேம் ஸ்கூல் இல்ல சேம் ஆஃபீஸ் ஆனா செகண்ட் பர்சன் கூட மட்டும் யூ ஆட் அன் apostrophe எஸ். பட் இஃப் இட் இஸ் டோட்டலி டிஃப்ரெண்ட், ரெண்டு நேம்ஸ் கூடயும் நம்ம ஆட் பண்ணணும். இப்போ மோர் தேன் 2 வந்ததுனாலும் இதுதான் ரூல். 3 பேர் கூடயும் அப்ப ஆட் பண்ணணும். ஓகே, இப்ப 3 பேருக்கும் சேம் ஹவுஸ் அப்படின்னா, இப்ப ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஜான், ஜாக், ஜேம்ஸ், இப்படி 3 பேர் எடுத்துக்கலாம். 3 பேரோட வீடு சேம்னா ஜான் கோமா ஜாக் அண்ட் ஜேம்ஸ் apostrophe ஹவுஸ். ஓகே, ஜேம்ஸ்ல ஆல்ரெடி எஸ் இருக்கிறதுனால ஜஸ்ட் apostrophe மட்டும் போதும். ஓகே, அங்க அந்த செகண்ட் ரூல் அப்ளை ஆகுறது. ஓகே, now we have formally concluded this chapter nouns. So thank you for patiently listening. I hope you would have understood the lesson. Any doubts, guys?
No, ma'am.
Clear?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so if you're having any doubts, you can post in the group. No worries. All right, so thank you for joining. Okay, fine. Yes, thank you, Arun Kumar. Expecting you
Thank
in
you,
all
ma'am.
the sessions.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Definitely.
you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you,
miss.
students. Thank you. So
Thank
see
you.
you on next
Thank you,
Saturday.
ma'am.
Happy
This
weekend.
class is
Thank
very
you.
useful.
Good night, ma'am.